as we're here inside of this thing, maybe I should be able to switch all the way to the SLS, the Black Series, I guess. And because the engine starts is a little bit loud anyways, the next thing in my task is rush hour races. I got any more tasks to do this before that doesn't gonna be making sure that the final race isn't going to be such as well. I got over 100 tickets any time as well. So 150 tickets isn't going to be making for so much longer. And being playing for 1 hour isn't going to be making for such as far, I guess. I'm going to get for 150,000 credits in cash. I think this isn't going to be getting so much longer. Now, next thing, we got anything as well. So, looks like we're going to be making into this thing. But something is went godly wrong inside of the chat filter. Anyways, let's just try to say next race will be in there. So the next one is the McLaren P1 versus the SLS and the Black Series. The GT Black Series isn't going to be for making for much more longer. A hypercar is going to be such as one thing. And what the next thing it is going to be blasting things for under 60 seconds of this thing. So I have beaten the best lap time is going to be this. It's the blasting that we never able to guess around here. So, but then I maximize the upgrades of this vehicle, but he don't know why, and I'll be making some more bounties of this thing. But looks like any more that I got 7 bounties as possible. So I'm really making to this course. I'm not sure that this guy is going to be completely out of the race, including I got myself for bad luck. And he's going to be coming quickly as well. And I'm pretty sure he's going to be Hidu. We have to keep ourselves in the control of the vehicle. And I slightly might be able to get for winning street races. Smash these stoplights and many more of these things as well. And looks like we're gonna be finishing over 60 seconds. Finally, 1 minute and 2 seconds, as we're gonna be doing for one more. Then slightly, one hypercar has made for an over 1 minute and 10 seconds. This is really slower than Rainbow Dash, and that I will be switching out for this day. And the next one, I should be able to spawn a Mercedes, the SLR. I think this isn't gonna be going for a circuit race, and how this isn't gonna be making so bad at all. And the race is gonna be very starting at a really one moment. But always you're in the United States server, and we just absolutely maximum upgrades of that race car. Let's just getting all the way from that one much, unless we have blue nitrox all the way around here. The Group C chassis, anything is gonna be pretty goes. I got a Group C transmission and blasted all the way for this time, even because of the fastest acceleration isn't going to be much through. And we slightly made a worst mistake of all time. So I don't want to pretty let him win as well. The next thing we need to do is professional. We slightly kick things through, and the McLaren P1 has just won the race. If this isn't literally making for much more sense, I have to keep on myself in control. The V12 is actually going to be making much more through. So the SLR McLaren isn't just a win like that in before. So what I guess, oh dear, we slightly finishing in second place, 1 minute and 1 second. that the last time record is 1 minute and 2, this feels slightly worse. And our next competition is gonna be race, and let's just do 2 more tasks to do this, is the circuit race. Once this guy is back on course, I'll be choosing is gonna be one ourselves over here. I'm not going to be extremely fast, but I have to be more aggressive of this thing. So let's just gonna be literally spawn on this thing. I cannot believe this isn't gonna be making for much more work. Let's do this for last 2 times. Now, a little bit for just even that says cat, which is a cat vehicle that I just literally always I'm alright. We're gonna be ready to race it against right now. Now it weighs is 224 to 225. Is he just messing up with the doors? And I think we never have any problems to do this. And I'm gonna be slightly blasted all the way off. Now, in our fastest handling, oh dear, he hates this. He hates racing tracks as well, so that doesn't matter to get all the way around for just even quickly before. So my best lap time record isn't going to be much more chance to do this. I'll be winning it for an exhibition as well. Right behind him, I'm not pretty sure. I was winning the fastest laps in the one last race. I just completely win, by the way. Sometimes in the turbo race, I just completely satisfy win as literally as possible. But what about any rotating races as possible? Now, I'll be seeing the results that he is going to be catching up for me. And the McLaren P1 does slightly not able to get catching all the way to me. And exactly how isn't going to be just like this thing. And we're just going to be trying to make things to win for 3 minutes and 14 seconds, .791. So my best lap is 3 minutes and 26. So how did I just gonna be trying to beat this thing? And looks like we cannot able to race again. In our final results, I'm not gonna be very sure before we might able to slightly end of today's video. In just over 20 minutes of this thing, 266 miles per hour. And I'm gonna be slightly having my best lap times. Even one thing isn't gonna be making just a greater day. I'm not gonna be beating for just about for the best lap as well. Now, probably one senior. I'm the professional driver as anyways. Looks like we can knock off and blast it all the way into something literally gonna be not bad happens as anyways. So we're blasting all the way into something ridiculous is going on. So I just still keeping on myself for the Dodge cars as well, without any Lamborghinis as possible. So looks like this is not absolutely a refund, and this is not my time to get around for many more like it's a bit. So is he going for DNF? I slightly not. Now we're just completely headed all the way very fast as possible. We're giving ourselves for our many mistakes. It is going to be a lot. And we just are going to be last couple of corners. That it's not my fastest lap time record. It's a sundown. But all of a sudden I should be able to complete this even longer though. So this is absolutely going to be such a best thing of all times. And I cannot believe this isn't absolutely going to be very perfect. So final result is 3 minutes and 32. Finally, that doesn't even matter to do this. I just complete for just a good luck. And almost slightly 3 minutes and 44 seconds. And that was absolutely slower. Now move on to the... I'm probably not sure. We're gonna be move on to the cross country. And by the way, this isn't gonna be literally to do so. We got an SSC to Atara, and this isn't gonna be just like I expected. So all you have to do is we're going to blast anything as well. We got one VIP Senior Lambo. This is some kind of literally like the worst name versus Monster Speeder. I don't think the SSC to Atara Aggressive Edition is going to be taking a little bit of blast off all the way for many more reasons. He's using a McLaren P1 and he slightly made it out of the race, but we don't think that the Pagani Zonda Roadster is going to be making sure how this isn't going to be making far. Almost missed the checkpoint. Now this is going to be for such as last, and looks like I won't able to miss something as very quick as possible. I'll be making hard and race it harder as fast as possible. So looks like I'm gonna be slightly coming fast, and better yet, it is not going to be very quick as possible. So more speeds has come, plus a loss of horsepower has become anything is going to be possibly we do. As before, I'll be using the Hennessy Venom, and which is slightly going to be more faster than I just eventually imagined. I'll be careful in the round of this ramp, and I should be almost forgot to say Extreme Spokes, but looks like he's going to be back on track and keeping on focus as the checkpoint does. And he's going to be making so fast and handling conditions. Strong cornering, and he's about to reach over 300 miles per hour, just like he did this very far. And he's going away anything as possible. Now blasted all the way to 214 miles per hour, and it is slightly going to be making throughout for this crazy thing. 265 miles per hour, still in second place. As you can see, the result of the race, and now it's between this guy and most likely 12 bounties. I have to pay the bounties immediately before it's not going to be too late. Any more of these things is going to be making for many more of these things. Let's close down the chat filter immediately as going on. Now we're slightly taken off the race as well. Now I could not making things such as very far, and having a lot of bounties is going to be pretty possible. So whatever we do, we just try to make things as possible, and now we surely did. 3 minutes and 22 seconds is going to be coming up, and all the way blasted all the way things is under 2 minutes. 266 miles per hour. And it's going to be slightly getting all the way. So if my one last task is complete, finally, it's all over for this thing. And that it should be the last thing that we ever try to do. If someone said that in the chat filter, I should be able to stand off. Now, who's that is absolutely going to be winning. 3 minutes and 21. 3 minutes and 20 seconds. I done it before. That doesn't gonna be literally to do this. Senior Lamborghini has won 3 minutes and 2.870 seconds. I got win for our brand new world record, 3 minutes and 20 seconds, .937. I think this is going to be the end of today's video, but all of this sudden, we're almost slightly able to reach in and out of this thing. So I almost completely lost, and this isn't going to be just right here anytime as well. Now, we might slightly end of this video over here, so if you'd like for today's for a daily task, any more of these things won't be coming into our very first place. So, leave a like and subscribe and click the bell anytime for very soon, and I'm gonna be seeing you tomorrow. That I just gonna be keeping on doing like so for like that. Even though, of course, thanks for watching and all your support, and it has been over 20 to 26 minutes of this video. or I'm not sure. This isn't gonna be very just a great idea. This is going to be Turbo Concept is signing off. Anyways, I'll be see you in tomorrow's next daily challenge.